Hey everyone, I don't know what's going on with my camera there. It's acting a little funny. Just getting ready to go to an appointment here in Mount Laurel. My name's Terry Rossi, by the way. Terry Rossi from Pix iTech. We're an IT services company in Southern New Jersey, and if I can help you with your IT, give us a call at callpix.com. Today I wanted to talk about disaster planning. I was on a call this morning actually with a large multinational, and there were many people on the call, each of them in their own little fiefdoms of information, and I found that bigger is not necessarily always better, right? So there were many people in this call, way too many, probably 9 or 10 people on a call, and we were planning out a project that's been planned for months and months and months. And everybody had an opinion on the call about the way things should progress and what should be looked at. Now, to give you a little context, we're talking about a large data center project here with multi-million dollar data centers. Think about where Amazon is or where Google is. These are the types of data centers we're talking about. And the reality is those data centers don't go down. The only time they would go down would be if a nuclear bomb hit them, or if they were in California and they fell off the earth. It just doesn't happen. And that's really the truth of the matter in most disasters. It's usually not a flood, a fire, a bomb. It's a guy that sits in accounting that made a mistake and hit the delete key when he shouldn't have, or in the old days, we used to say RM ***. He removed everything on the drive, right? That's the typical disaster that small business runs into. And that's how a company like Pix iTech can help you. So if you're serious about protecting your data, you might want to give us a call and talk about the ways that we can help you really protect your data. So one of the things we do is what's called image-based backups. And image-based backups basically means that we have like a snapshot. Think of it as a picture of your server or your disk drive right at a moment in time. And for most customers, this is 4 times a day we do this, 4 times a work day. So the most you'd ever be out of data is an hour or 2. Now, for some customers, we do it every 15 minutes. And, it's like buying any level of insurance. The more insurance you want, the more it costs you. So usually 4 hours or 2 hours is a good compromise between downtime or recovery time and, safety and insurance, the cost you pay for that. So think about it. If we have an image-based backup of your server and somebody accidentally deletes all your files on your public drive, let's say, we can go back to that image-based server and restore all those files. Right away we can do that. So really easy to do. It's really the way of the world. If people are out there are still using tape backups or taking hard drives home or anything crazy like that, you're really putting yourself and your company at risk for really no good reason. There's technologies today that do a much better job of backup than they ever did before. If you're in a virtualized environment, and a virtualized environment means we have multiple servers, let's say, on one physical piece of hardware or one or more physical pieces of hardware, then we even have better solutions for you. We can take that image-based backup and we can throw it over on another machine, either live, ready to be live, ready to be used in the event of a failure, or ready to be spun up in a case of a disaster. And we can take that warm standby or that cold standby and we can move it to another data center, we can move it to another location, because sometimes geography does play a factor in data recovery. I think back to Hurricane Sandy and New York City and Long Island. We had customers that were underwater. That's a very real problem that could happen if you have your business near the ocean, for example, or in a tornado zone, for example. So there are reasons to have geographical diversity and redundancy, but like I said, most of the time that's not really the problem. The problem is the guy in accounting that accidentally deleted a file or corrupted a file. Sometimes we see files are corrupted and they might be corrupted for weeks and weeks and weeks before somebody even notices it. That's when it's really bad, because last night's backup's not going to help you. It's been corrupted for a while. So I know this is not the most exciting topic in the world, backup and disaster recovery, but I did want to tell you that sometimes bigger is not always better. People have, it's important that not too many chefs are in the kitchen when it comes to your backup and data recovery plans. And two is, think about using modern technologies to protect your business. If you're working with a managed service provider like PixSciTech, we can help you implement a solution that's cost effective, gives you the backup and disaster recovery business continuity level that you desire and you can afford. And we can do it timely and manage it, monitor it, make sure it's happening every day, make sure it's working for your company. So if you're serious about data protection and disaster recovery, give us a call at callpix.com. We'd love to work with you and your company. Thanks. Have a great day. The sun's finally shining in New Jersey. It's been raining for weeks like Seattle. So I'm happy the sun's out. We'll talk to you all tomorrow. Thanks. Have a great day.